Good evening. I want to talk about the housing market and situation that a lot of people are facing in Australia. So, for starters, it's not going to stop. Now, do you honestly think that property owners are going to go to real estate agents or private or however your rental type things are going and be like, oh hey, we're going to drop your rent by $100 a week? That's not going to happen in a million years. Now mate, Australia's cooked, the housing market's cooked, we know that. Now we've got to get real with it. We have got to get really real with it, because otherwise you're probably at risk of falling in within this homelessness net, which I am too, because I rent. I've paid almost $100,000. That's correct, 100k in a rental that's pretty ordinary, that I probably wouldn't have bought like 5 years ago anyway. But I've paid, in my rent has been that much in 4 years. And that's common. That's very common, which is also very scary. So there's a huge need. There's still a huge need. And that's what you have to look at as well. We haven't built enough houses for people, okay? So look at all of the areas in all of Australia. There's stuff being built left, right and centre. It's crazy. What the so options. Get on to your housing department, whatever state that might be. If you're struggling with work, and I don't know how people do it. I'm on a very good salary myself and living solo with no kids, and I'm starting to see the struggle, and I'm starting to nearly get into that net where homelessness is a realisation. So yeah, okay, so just going back one, options. You go into the list for government housing. You've seen the last play in the Canberra and Panthers game. Love my footy. Go on a wait list. You could be waiting anywhere from whatever. Unless it's an extreme DV situation, all that, and you've got kids and all that. No, you might still have to wait weeks or anything from that to years, right? Real. Let's get real. What's the other alternatives? Keep trying. Yeah, keep trying. Keep putting applications in where there's like 50 to 150 applicants all over Australia wide. Me myself, I'm going out. I'm going away. I'm going bush. I'd rather spend a bit more on fuel than have to put up with all of this shit that's happening in here. People are spread. It'll all come out. It'll all come out from all of the coast and stuff. I think it's not going to be an implosion, but it's going to spread. And you know, it's a thing. I'm going to get real. I am priced out now myself, even in Toowoomba, and that's pretty scary. I could understand that if I was living in like Sydney or whatever, but here Toowoomba, that I can't even afford a fucking 1-bedroom unit. What's going on? And as for the rent, cooked. So getting back to my original thing, owners and real estate agents are not going to decrease rents that much where it's going to have an impact and people are like, oh, you know, living comfortably. Shit ain't going to stop. you got to make sure that you are not one of these people getting caught up in the homelessness net, because it's spreading. It's spreading. Get real, listen to me, and take it very, very seriously. If you don't have solid family or solid friends, or friends can be family, if you don't have solid family, someone that you can back up with and live with and whatever, you're in my boat and you're basically screwed. So, well, not screwed, but yeah, the options are more limited. So something to consider, and yeah, starting to get real with it. And I think we've got to all band together more as a community properly, and stand up to all of this shit that's going on, because that's what it is. It's absolute garbage. It's absolute shit, and it makes me sick. And I'm in it to give it one last fight. I don't really care myself for getting a little pass box place that's even in a flood zone. That's it. As long as I've got somewhere, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to be in a fucking park somewhere. Really. I've worked for 25 years and I've got a bachelor's degree. I don't want to talk all that shit. You know, I work in a professional role that always has. How is it someone like that in Australia is now sitting and thinking that this could be reality? Because it is. It's becoming a reality. Man. So, anyway, not to neg on a... and in a negative way. I think it's just being real about what we've got and what we're facing, and it's very scary. We've lost all of our ways in Australia, all the old school ways, you know. Parents to parents in the family, all of that stuff. So there's lots of considerations going on in the world and that too. COVID's fucked it. It's as simple as that. But you know, it's beyond tough times. So my advice, if you could find a wife or a hubby. Hello, I'm single and I've got big muscles. I might also be sort of rich. I'm rich in the heart and most of the time. But seriously, Aussie battler, and yeah, getting back to all of that sort of thing. That's what we've always done. That's what needs to happen as well. Could help, but you know, two people, two parents getting in there, struggling to get, you know, knocking out the home as a priority. Otherwise, there's lots of land. We might as well be looking at how we're utilising that land for like tent cities and using that to our best abilities and whatnot for the people, perhaps. Maybe there's some richos out there. I thought of farm people and, you know, needing workers or whatever, build things for them, or at least have the ability to be able to have, like, you know, a bit of short-term accommodations and stuff. Well, we'd probably do it. I don't know. But something's got to give, and please be mindful of not being in this, and if you're stuck, well, maybe you shouldn't have pissed off your partner, and maybe you should have tried to work shit out. This is what we got now in Australia.